Hello everyone and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. In this session, I'm going to discuss with you the Constitution Bench judgment of the Supreme Court of India very recently delivered, wherein the Supreme Court upheld the law allowing Jallikattu in the state of Tamil Nadu. What is Jallikattu? How did this matter come to the Supreme Court, and why did the five-judge bench had to decide upon this matter, and what did the Supreme Court held? That's all that I'm going to discuss in this particular session. But before that, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a comprehensive course for CLAT 2024. In this course, we are giving you 300 plus recorded videos across 5 sections, 300 plus hours of live classes, 35 mock tests for CLAT and other law exam along with video solutions, monthly e-magazine for current affairs, and the entire content is based on our extensive analysis of the previous years of CLAT question paper. For any query, you can call us at 9538895678. So definitely register for this comprehensive course if you are planning for CLAT 2024. BYJU'S Exam Prep also brings to you a scholarship test. Get up to 90% scholarship on our preparation program. This scholarship test is going to happen on 28th of May at 11 a.m. But to appear for this exam or the scholarship test, you need to register. So hurry up and register today. So what exactly is this Jallikattu controversy that led to the Supreme Court, wherein a five-judge bench of the Supreme Court upheld Jallikattu? Now, let me first give you a brief background of what exactly is Jallikattu. Now, Jallikattu is a bull-taming sport which happens in the state of Tamil Nadu during Pongal, that is around January every year. So, Jallikattu happens to be a bull-taming sport. It is a sport which is played in the state of Tamil Nadu during Pongal, which happens around the month of January every year. Now, what is this Jallikattu? Let me just explain to you. So, a particular bull is released into a crowd, and there are hundreds of participants who attempts to grab the hump of the bull and hang on to it until the bull tries to escape. So, a huge gathering of people are there, wherein a native breed of the bull is released into the crowd. There are hundreds of participants. All these participants are gathered to grab the hump of the bull and hang on to it. Is that clear? So that is the sport of Jallikattu that happens in the state of Tamil Nadu during Pongal every year. Now, how did this case come before the Supreme Court? Now, it is way back in 2014 where a two-judge bench of the Supreme Court in Animal Welfare Board versus A. Nagaraj banned the use of bulls for Jallikattu events in Tamil Nadu. So in the year 2014, a two-judge bench judgment of the Supreme Court banned the use of bulls in Jallikattu events in Tamil Nadu. Now, thereafter, in 2016, the government of India, that's the union government, issued a notification wherein the government of India allowed Jallikattu sport to be practiced while it imposed certain restrictions insofar as animal rights are concerned. Now, a lot of people had this query or this kind of a feeling that while this particular event is taking place, there is a lot of cruelty on animals. Now, here is a two-judge bench judgment of the Supreme Court which bans, it absolutely bans bulls during Jallikattu events. Thereafter, in 2016, the central government issues a notifications imposing certain restriction but allows Jallikattu. Now, thereafter, the Tamil Nadu government in the year 2017 passed the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Tamil Nadu Amendment Act, wherein it permitted Jallikattu but introduced certain rules to govern the practice of Jallikattu. That means certain restrictions were placed on Jallikattu by the legislature of Tamil Nadu by virtue of the Tamil Nadu legislature passing this Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. This happened in 2017. Now, after this particular Amendment Act was passed in the year 2017, PETA, that is People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, which is a animal right group, they filed a petition, writ petition, challenging this Tamil Nadu Amendment Act. So, initially, the Supreme Court bans the use of bulls. Thereafter, the union government passes a notification wherein it says that yes, you can, Jallikattu should not be banned, but it imposed certain restrictions. In 2017, based on the central government's notification, the Tamil Nadu legislature passes this amending act. Now, this amendment was challenged. This particular amendment was challenged by People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, that is PETA. Now, in 2018, a two-judge bench of the Supreme Court, which was Justice Deepak Mishra and Justice Rohinton Nariman, referred this ban of Jallikattu or this Jallikattu event to a 5-judge constitution bench. Now, what were the questions that were asked, or what was the thing that the 5-judge bench had to resolve? The first one was whether the sport of Jallikattu is protected as a cultural right under Article 29. Now, we all have cultural right. We all have a right over our culture, right? Now, various people, now there can be people from a particular part of the country who has certain culture. Now, cultural right is protected under Article 29 of the Indian Constitution. Now, these people from Tamil Nadu say that this is Jallikattu is a part of our culture. And since it is a part of our culture, it is protected under Article 29 of the Indian Constitution, and henceforth, we have a right to practice Jallikattu sport. Is that clear? The second question was whether the Tamil Nadu Amendment Act is violative of Article 51. Now, Article 51 deals with protection of environment and development of scientific temper. Now, the moment you are protecting environment, now environment means not only animals, but also environment does not only mean animal, but it also means plants and animals. So here we are dealing with a particular amendment which was challenged being violative of Article 51, which lays down that it is the duty of the state to protect the environment and scientific temper upon all citizens. Now, whether this particular sport is violative of Article 51 of the Indian Constitution or not. The third question was, does the Tamil Nadu legislature has the power to amend the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act of 1960? Now, it is a concurrent list. Now, rules relating to animals and all, they come under the concurrent list. Now, in the concurrent list, does the Tamil Nadu legislature has the power to amend it? And finally, the question was, is Jallikattu essential to ensure the survival and well-being of the native breed of bulls involved in the sport? So these were the various questions that were placed by the two-judge bench while the matter was referred to the five-judge bench. So while referring the matter to a five-judge bench, a two-judge bench referred these questions to the larger bench. Now, in 2023, what happened? A five-judge constitution bench of the Supreme Court, which was headed by Justice K.M. Joseph, and the other judges were Justice Ajay Rastogi, Justice Anirudh Bose, Justice Rishikesh Roy, and Justice C.T. Ravi Kumar. So here are five judges who were hearing this matter. Now, these five judges unanimously upheld the practice of Jallikattu as permitted by the 2017 amendment. Now, why? Now, the first reason that the court gave is, number one, cultural and educational right which is provided under Article 29. I am not entering into educational rights. I shall be discussing about cultural rights. Now, every individual, every minority group, now, in Nagaland, certain people might have certain culture. In West Bengal, there is a certain culture. In Odisha, there are certain culture. In Madhya Pradesh, there is certain culture. So every people have their own culture. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the genius, protected every citizen from being traversed from their culture. That means every person has a right over their cultural heritage. So this is a fundamental rights which intends to preserve the culture of minority groups in India. Now, there can be a particular culture in a particular part of India which might not be followed in the rest of India, but those people have the fundamental right on it. That is cultural right. Indian society is a composite, heterogeneous one, and its diversity is one of its strengths. So, cultural right means with the composite culture, there are hundreds and thousands of various cultures in India. We need to protect every culture. Okay. Now, for example, there is a particular culture in the state of Karnataka which is depicted in RRR movie. So, which is not practiced in West Bengal, which is not practiced in Delhi. But there are certain cultures of Delhi which is not practiced somewhere else, or from Punjab which is not practiced somewhere else, right? So we have a right over our cultural heterogeneity. This fundamental right intends to protect diversity and one right to protect and preserve and propagate their culture. So every individual has a right to protect, preserve and propagate its culture. Now, over here, what we understand is simply this, that every individual, as I said, has a right over its culture. The Supreme Court, while deciding this particular issue, held that the Tamil Nadu legislature is competent because it comes in the concurrent list where both the union parliament as well as the state legislature is empowered to make laws on this particular issue. And most importantly, the Supreme Court said, and I quote, "We do not accept the view of Nagraj." Okay, 2014 judgment, 2014 judgment. What did this judgment talk about, Nagraj? Complete ban on use of bulls during Jallikattu. So, the Supreme Court in 2023 says we do not accept the view of Nagraj that Jallikattu is not a part of the cultural heritage of the state of Tamil Nadu. we do not think that there was sufficient material before the court to come to that conclusion. Then the Supreme Court goes on to say, when the legislature has declared that Jallikattu is part of cultural heritage of Tamil Nadu state, the judiciary cannot take a different view. Legislature is best suited to decide that. Now, as judges are required to do their judicial function. Now, there was also an argument before the court that these animals have fundamental rights. Now, that argument was demolished on the ground that fundamental rights are for citizens of the country, are for the citizens of the country. They are for humans. Now, human rights and animal rights are two different things. Animal rights are different. Human rights are different. Now, there are a lot of non-vegetarians across the world. People eat chicken, mutton, and whatnot. Now, can you kill a human being and eat his or her flesh? No, that will be murder. Can you eat a mutton or chicken? Yes. So you cannot you cannot give fundamental rights status to animals. And henceforth the Supreme Court said that no, fundamental rights are not applicable to these animals. Now, animals, of course, have certain rights. There should not be any kind of cruelty on them. We all agree on that because the law of the land says so. But it is also that human beings, citizens of this country who belong to Tamil Nadu, if they have a culture, that to have Jallikattu during their festival during the month of January, why will they be stopped? Now, now I'll give you one more example. People from the state of West Bengal, there's the culture of Durga Puja. Now, Durga Puja might not be held in Tamil Nadu, but can tomorrow the Supreme Court says that no, Durga Puja is not of any culture. Stop it. Just because there are certain animals, who stray around in the streets during this Durga Puja time. Just because people come out in the streets, animals can't move freely. Can Durga Puja be stopped? See, everything should be balanced. You cannot have an over-exaggerated argument on anything. The argument has to be balanced on equal footing. And henceforth, I think the Supreme Court did the right thing. Justice Anirudh Bose, while authoring the judgment, held these things that yes, Jallikattu is a part of the culture of the state of Tamil Nadu, and the judiciary cannot take a different view when the legislature has said that Jallikattu is a part of Tamil Nadu's cultural heritage. Is that clear? So guys, before I end, did you all understand? Yes, if you guys have any doubts, do ask me your doubts in the comment section and I shall reply to you back. But before we end, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a 200 days to CLAT 2024, a free workshop on 4th of June at 6 p.m. This 200 days to CLAT 2024 will be conducted by Abhimanyu sir on the 4th of June. So definitely register now, enroll yourself for this live workshop. BYJU'S Exam Prep also brings to you a comprehensive course for CLAT 2024, wherein we shall provide you with 300 plus recorded videos across 5 sections, 300 plus hours of live classes, 35 mock tests for CLAT and other law entrance examination along with video solutions, monthly e-magazine for current affairs, and the entire content is based on our extensive analysis of the last 5 years of CLAT question paper. Limited seats. Okay. Now, another very important announcement is that there is a Current Affairs 2023 January to April complete revision on 27th of May at 9 p.m. on our YouTube channel. So do not miss it. On 27th of May at 9 p.m. on our YouTube channel, Abhimanyu sir is going to discuss the entire current affairs for the month of January till April on that particular day. Do not miss it. If you like today's session, do press the like button, do subscribe to our YouTube channel, do follow us on our Instagram, do like our Facebook page, do join our Telegram channel, and do not forget to download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. All the very best. Bye-bye.